Yeah, I'm gonna be very happy when I get my new computer tomorrow, as well as that capture card, because this I don't know what it is that's crashing me. To be honest, I wasn't even doing anything that time. I just crashed. Okay, I'm gonna like reduce all my settings. Maybe that will help right now. Super, super annoying. Sorry, guys. Very unfortunate. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's crashing my computer. I went into my graphics card settings and set it to power saving mode, and then I just basically turned down a bunch of stuff in here. I have a dual stream setup that I'm going to be doing here in the next 2 or 3 days to try to offload my GPUs. So I'm not doing everything on one client. Okay. So what were we doing? We're looking at farming strats. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do cornucopia harvest. I was kind of feeling like doing that earlier. Harvest is pretty chill. I think this would just be a good time. I am curious to see how much money I made though off those nightmare maps. Let's see. About 3 divine. It's not terrible. 3 divine's not too bad. Yeah, I saw the farm strat that you were talking about. I just, I don't even know if I want to. I guess I could run Uber Cortexes. Let's see, what's the price? 8 chaos right now. The problem is I still don't think I really want to do it without Flame Flesh, but I could give it a shot and see. Could be some good money if I get Rational to drop. The Apostate also isn't bad. Yeah, the problem is with my flasks up, I am sitting at 45% right now. I'd have to get some more tattoos. 6% would get me like another 12%. They're pretty expensive. I'll give it a shot. It's like it's not worth trying. We'll see how it goes. It's just synthesis, right? There's like not much to it. Just frags. Is it only 4 now instead of 5 to do this? Did they reduce the amount of frags? Oh, okay. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. Unopposed. Generally pretty good when good gold when you do it. What's up, Maniac? Let's also turn my settings up to 6. Do I die here? Nope, okay. Yeah, right now I think it's because for whatever reason my computer's having issues handling the stream and processing the game at both times. So I think what I'm gonna do, or what I am doing, is I bought a second computer so I can use one for streaming and one for the actual game, and I'll have that set up in like the next 2 or 3 days. We'll see how that goes. To be fair, the Headhunter does help with this particular bossing strategy because, you know, we are doing. I'm gonna clear this whole map. There's no reason not to. For reasons like that fracturing orb right there. And I still think long term I'm gonna transition to Mage Blood, and at that point when I have enough, I'll flip the Headhunter and roll that into the Mage Blood basically. All right. Out of portal scrolls. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. We'll see. Maybe. Still gonna die. Oh, grab portal scrolls. I keep stashing my portal scrolls instead of holding on to them. Don't ID anything. So everything just sells better un-ID'd. Like a rational un-ID'd is way more than IDing it. It's not fun, you have to gamble? Yeah. I gotta also throw out there, guys, I started having issues with my computer crashing when I turned on the camera. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Maybe there's something to that, you know? Blame the camera. I'm just saying, right? Correlation may not lead to causation, but it is a thing. Blame the bookcase too. Yeah, just blame everything but the computer, right? That's what we do. Rip. Nothing good. Scepter's 100C unID'd. Okay, that's a Juju Jinx. Sweet Hell the Knight. Okay. Jinx Juju might be worth something.
Okay, let's go.
We use cluster jewels in the build. Look at the POV. We 100% use cluster jewels. The weapon grab, I use a veiled exalt and it hits suffix. What can be done if no caster modifiers are unveiled? Brother. Yeah, no problem. I gotta try to call one of these guys. Oh, there we go. I'm using a Devastator Overlord of mine. It's nice for clear, not having to worry about Fortify. Yeah. I mean, I'm using a Devastator also right now. But I am running Fortify on my Link setup. Alright, do not ID the Scepter. Do not ID the Scepter. With blood and sand. My blood and sand isn't hooked up to life tap because it would brick the aura. I'm not too worried about the mana cost on Desecrate since I have about 50 right now. What's up, Argnos? How's it going? We're just farming money right now. Farming money. Mostly just leech and can't regen. Those are the truly annoying ones, to be honest. Come on, Rational. Come on, Rational.
Hopefully they'll be impressed.
Thanks, Robert, for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some more synth. I'm gonna grab a bunch of these. 183% of its base value. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. Now the block. Tragic. As soon as I enter. Yeah. It's ridiculous, dude. I'll just get the block going before I enter. How about that? I'll pop the flask before you enter the boss arena. Okay. If I can get to the ad phase, second round will be a lot easier because I get all the buffs. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Oh, I got the teleport mod. What a meme. What a meme. Mm-mm. Doing a spinny spin. Spinny spin of death. Yeah. Brother, I stood in that shit. Alright, well, be like that sometimes. We still made profit on it with the Divine. Yeah, I still think I'm probably going to end up doing Harvest. Probably just going to end up doing Harvest. I think it's just going to be more chill. But I'll finish out these frags. I probably should, but at this point, I'm just gonna finish out these frags, and I'm just gonna do some harvest. I think harvest is just gonna be more fun, especially with Headhunter. Yeah. I didn't really like set this character up to try to rush bosses right now. My damage is fine. I just don't have the defense I'd want to have. Really dependent on how I enter the boss arena from the Headhunter buffs right now. And also not playing like a moron and standing in shit that I should be avoiding. It's a huge part of it. Nah. That's why Harvest, Harvest to me is going to be a lot of fun, I think. Bull Writs are 12 Chaos. Yikes. 12 Chaos. Yeah, Frostblink would be better too. Yeah, that's where Frostblink would have been really good. Right here too. Where Frostblink shines. The invulnerability phases on the harvest bosses, yeah. See, the nice thing about that though is like with Headhunter, whenever they spawn like rares and stuff, I'm just getting buffs. Yeah, what I really wanted to do is play Breach, and when I get my new setup in a few days, like 2 or 3 days, I'm gonna be farming Breach. Like that's where the money is, I think. That's what I want to be doing. Do I have any points in the game up to here where you hit gearing walls? Really, it's just following my POV. Once you get the 96 loadout, that's when you start hitting gearing walls, and then it's like, okay, I have to start saving up a lot of money. Do I want to grab, you know, my Forbidden Flame Flesh? Do I want to go for crafting a better staff? Do I want to pick up, you know, a Headhunter like I just did, or go full in on the Mage Blood? Or if you're doing the bossing build, you know, Strangle Grasp. It's all about incremental upgrades, you know? The choices have paralyzed you? Yeah. Oh, that's funny. The Headhunter mod is bricking my General's Cry because of Corpse Explosion. That's funny. That's actually funny. Yeah, we're using Void Shockwave. Leveling was pretty straightforward and simple. Yeah. Pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Harvest after this. Harvest. Yeah, you always want to be upgrading your weapon when you're playing melee. Insanely dense in maps or insanely dense when you do the harvest? Really? Why is the density so high for the maps on a harvest strat? I'm at level 80 and my weapon is 575 DPS. Is that okay for now? I'm in level 5 maps at the moment. Yeah, that weapon is fine for getting into maps, 100%. Okay. Yielding Mortality is a good staff too to use for a lot of the map progression. Yeah, so let's look at, I mean, you say density, but I can't imagine anything being more dense than this strategy that I was doing with Breach. Like, Breach with this, with Beyond, sorry, not this tree. Breach with the Beyond and what I was doing here is like some of the craziest density I've ever seen in mapping. Like, this shit was insane. When you throw a Delirium Orb on it, it was like ridiculous. Yeah, okay. I think as long as we're not doing something like this to this level, my computer will be okay. My intention is to go straight back to Breach farming, probably when I get the setup in 2 or 3 days, but I'm gonna go ahead and respec this atlas for harvest. Or I might do this one. Let's go pull up the harvest strat real quick. Atlas tree. And let's see, I made a total off of doing those cortexes of about 1.5 divines. 2 divines, it was about 2 divines. And if I sell these, it's like another 2.5-ish divines. It wasn't too bad. Alright, Atlas tree. Yeah. Okay, let's go talk to our boy Kirak and do some respecking. We're gonna drop all of the Exarch stuff. It doesn't say in the guide, but I'm currently using the Harvest Astrolab and it's pretty good. Oh, okay. Is doing the map bonus the only way to get Atlas points? Yeah, you gotta complete the bonuses, so like this has to be magic, these have to be like rare, and as you make your way further out it's corrupted rare. Doing them with those conditions gives you the actual Atlas points, which you can use for your tree. Oh, his guide does say to use the Astrolab. Is there a certain map that's good, or do you just run any 8 modded T16 basically? I'm probably gonna have some of these harvest scarabs from all the scarab farming I did. Let's see, I've got doublings. I have some cornucopias. I have a monstrous lineage. Got a ton of those. Escalation. Got that. Boards. Got that. So it's just cornucopias I gotta buy, it looks like. Jungle Valley. I was using Mesa for harvest. Good odds of getting Mirage with harvest too, since it's small. Yeah, to be fair, I do think Mesa is a pretty good one. But Jungle Valley is such a nice layout. It's just a giant, big fucking thing, you know? Dunes is probably another good one to run with, yeah. I might... Problem is I got Mesa influenced in this one right now, so maybe I just do Jungle Valley since I don't want to actually finish out those Astrolabs at the moment. I can do Jungle Valley right here, or do I have to? You can only have one influence per quadrant, right? So I might have to actually just burn these maps real quick. I might just boss rush Mesa to finish this, do Vault, and then we put a Astrolab on that guy. That might be the play. How much is an Astrolab going? The fruiting Astrolab. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to tell me, oh, I can't do more than one in a quadrant. Not bad. I do like Mesa, to be honest. I think I'm just going to run 2 quick T16s, boss rush the boss, and just clear the influence off. I don't even care. And then we can just do the vault real quick. Maybe I get like 5 divines or something ridiculous.
The Atlas is a prison,
Yeah.
not a prize.
Yeah, I'm just gonna clear out the boss real quick. Oh, I gotta do Katava. I gotta do Katava to kill this, because I didn't take the point. Let's actually fix that real quick before we do the harvest strat. Grab some unmakings. It's got a Foulborn Mageblood card from Betrayal. Foulborn Mageblood card. The Eye of Terror. Interesting. How much are those selling for?
What you perceive is not the same as what is.
Oh, it's just right side versus left side? Is that really what it is? That tracks. Are you gonna gamble it, Chris? You gotta gamble it. You 100% have to gamble the card. That could be 42 divine. And then you gamble the 2 and you hit 4. That could be 84 divine. Need to get your build started? Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Excuse me. That build looks fun. Yeah. Alright guys, what do we get in Vault? Orb of Remembrance. Divine Orb. Hey, easy. It feels pretty good with... Feels pretty damn good with Headhunter. Not gonna lie. We're about to actually do some harvest mapping. So, we're gonna do this on Mesa. Alright. And let's get our Scarabs. Now we want to use 8 modded corrupted maps, so I'm just going to grab like a ton of these. We're going to alch them. Gonna 8 mod them. Or just corrupt them and we'll see what we hit. Okay. You can corrupt them into magic? What the hell? Or those were magic maps that I corrupted, that's funny. Alright. Basically just prepping a bunch of these guys and then I'll run my filter on them to see what's sustainable and what's not sustainable. I'm pretty sure the Scarab still exists, right? Let's see. Mapping. Cartography. Yeah, non-unique maps found in areas are corrupted with 8 modifiers, so I could do that. I could run that instead of, let's see. You want doubling. I could run that instead of escalation. Because I want pack size, I want the 2 harvest scarabs or the 3 harvest scarabs, so I guess I would do that over the extra map node here, like 10% increased map nodes for each map modifier. Or I could run, instead of pack size, I could run the cartography one and just get a shit ton of 8 mods. We do lose a little bit of pack size, so I think we kind of want that for the juice. But it would give us like good sustain on 8 modded maps. I really just need a few to get started. The 8 mod Scarab is corruption. I might do this over pack size. Even though pack size is how we're really scaling our juice from harvest. Yeah, we do have boards in there. If I drop this and run Corrupted, we're always gonna just run a few T17 with more map mods and all the map Scarabs. You would get a full tab of 8 mods maps and 8 runs. I guess that's fair. Yeah. Alright, let's see what these maps look like with my filter real quick. Alright, so these are all good. And these will, back in the stash. Alright. Alright, Mesa it is. Give it a go. We got a boss on our first one. Nice. We mostly avoid leech and can't regen life and mana. Those are like the really annoying ones. What happened there? Reduced block is also a good one to avoid. Oh, it's still boss. Okay, I was like, That's a lot of juice, guys. That's a lot of juice. Nah, Headhunter doesn't help with one-shots. Mage Blood scaling armor would help with better chaos resistance against a poison boss. Going for that yellow juice. That's what sells, baby. I probably should check what's selling right now, but I'm almost certain yellow juice is usually what sells. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's typically yellow juice, right? Oh my gosh. Look at all the bosses. Yellow, blue, red? Okay. That feels right. Like, that sounds right. Well, this guy does a nasty slam. Yeah. We phased him. The juice is strong, guys. The juice is strong. So is the idea behind this just to rush harvest? You don't even do anything else in the map? Get the quantity from altars? Yeah, I might have forgotten to run Eater. No, I'm running. Yeah, I didn't have Eater selected, so we'll have it on the next one. So do you want to clear all of Mesa, hopefully get like the altars, and then you go do your harvest? Okay, gotcha. That poison. Or chaos damage that he does. No seer on tower, kill me. Yikes. It's like 10 to 30% more life force if you do all the altars, I think. Does take time. Okay. I think I'm starting new characters soon. Guess what build it will be? Spin to win? We going spin to win? A little bit of spin, a little bit of win. And to win, baby? Yeah. Nice. Oh, what did we get on Mesa? Spawn duplicated monsters, duplicate additional monster. Okay, it's not bad. Oh, dude, I lost like a full level today messing around with different farm strats. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're figuring stuff out, you know? Trying out different farm strats. Halfway to 99? Nice. Nothing but beasts? How's farming beasts right now? Is that good money? Pack size is what we want. Take this though. Made 100. Prices are down a bit, but made 35 divines today. Made 100 yesterday. What would you say is needed for switching to the speed variant? Just the boots? Yeah, I mean the big thing is you want to have like the Tailwind Onslaught boots, and then it's pretty much it if you want to swap over to the speed variant. To get like going, you know? Time to build. Yeah, 60 divine for my, what, Hinakora's lock? That's pretty good money right there. Time to get the build going. Time to ramp. Oh, the Shockwave MTX, yeah. Yeah, I keep it turned on so that way if anyone asks what does Shockwave look like, they can kind of get that visual. I apologize, but it does help anyone who's curious see. Especially now that I've got it to level 3, you can really see it pop off on the multiple targets, which is pretty good. Double. Now I'm not using the MTX on Cyclone right now. I turned my MTXs off earlier because my computers have been having some issues both streaming and playing the game right now. And I'm going to be doing a dual PC setup to try to split the load between two systems within the next few days. But I turned off a lot of my MTX because I was trying to eliminate that as an issue with my client crashing. Like we had one crash today already. I do think there's something going on with the cooling for my main card, but also I was shown some stuff today that shows that my card is actually well within the right range that it should be. Because I guess the newer graphics cards run hot, so, and they're designed to run hot or be able to run that hot, so. My card was sitting at like 75C, and that's considered normal actually for a 5080. Yeah, I just haven't really looked into it too much, Wanton. I come from like the thought process from years ago where if your card was at 75C, it was like there's a problem, you know? But I think the main issue is that because I'm streaming and running the game on my client right now, it's just overstressing it. So I did order a new computer just for a streaming setup to be my streaming PC. Nothing too crazy, and I should be able to set that up in the next, it gets here tomorrow, but I'm waiting on a few other things, so probably Friday, Saturday morning I'll have the new setup going. It should be a much crisper? I don't think that's a word. A more crisp stream, hopefully, in terms of the video. I have been joking around, I should be rushing the boss, so we only spawn quantity altars. I have been joking around that because I set up a camera, that's why I've been crashing, because it only started happening once I set up my camera. Right? Yeah, but I've been joking around like, oh, because I set up a camera, that's why my computer's been crashing. Because I put this little webcam up, and ever since I did that, it just fucking crashes left and right. Just saying, guys. All for the hands. I have, I think twice, my face is shown on stream as I've gotten too close towards my monitor, so a few people have seen my face. Even if it was like a split second, but a couple people caught it. I feel a little nervous about putting my face on stream. I don't know. Also, I have family with me, so in my current area where I would set up, where my computer is and everything, a lot of my family walking in the background would get caught on camera, so I really don't want to do that. Would you estimate my boss DPS right now? My damage right now is about 35 million, 35 to 40 million when I'm mapping. Boss damage is probably a little bit lower because I wouldn't have frenzy charges up. But it's mostly because I have family with me, and they're always going behind me and stuff, and I don't want to get them to get caught on stream. Ooh, nasty. I set up a green screen. They would find that incredibly hysterical if I did that, yeah. They already think the streaming is just kind of funny, so if I was to actually set up a green screen, they would think that's hilarious. They would really get a kick out of that, actually. Tell them how many subs I got this week. Yeah, right. That's all I gotta do. Loving the build so far. Great recommendation. Hey, appreciate it. Glad you're having a good time with it, Meister. Have them put on masks. Yeah. Pack size? All I have to say is hope you're one of the successful PoE streamers in the future. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. The PoE market is pretty saturated, so we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of people that have been streaming PoE for many years, and they're just established. So it's a lot of the viewership is obviously directed towards the more established streamers that have spent a lot of time building up their communities. I do think that we have kind of created a good community for Cyclone enthusiasts. So the problem is Cyclone enthusiasts is a very small proportion of the PoE player base because there's a lot of stigma against playing Cyclone and PoE. It's promoted as a bad skill by streamers. So it's just a lot of people that are new to the game or just have been playing the meta for so long, they just view it as a really bad skill. Yeah, so it's one of those things where, like, we all enjoy Cyclone and we have fun with it, but it's just something that's seen by the community as like a B or C tier skill, and thus it's not worth playing, and most streamers shit on it, so and it has its flaws, right? It's obviously not meta. I don't think it's as bad as what they make it out to be, but I play the game differently than they do, so when you can clear your entire screen with the click of a button and move at 200% movement speed, it's objectively better than this, right? So that's just how that is. Stay consistent and we get there. I have noticed my channel has been steadily growing. It's steady. It's not crazy, but I do think that we've created a good community for Cyclone enthusiasts. So I am pretty happy with that. Imagine playing a skill you like to have fun. This is no streamer life. Yeah. I play Cyclone because I have fun with it. It's not the most efficient skill. It's not the best skill. It's just something that I have fun playing. And at the end of the day, I play the game because I want to have fun, not because of efficiency. That's why I like SSF so much. That's why you guys see me play SSF a lot. It's because at the end of the day, I'd rather play the game and have fun doing it, doing what I want to do at my own pace versus rushing the trade economy. And, there are benefits to playing the meta builds if you want to rush the trade economy, There's a reason why the meta exists. I never play Cyclone, I'm just here because you chill. Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks, Chubbs. So they add move while casting. Yeah. But we'll see where the channel goes and everything. I mean, I've been doing this. I've been playing Cyclone and updating the build now for over 2 years. Like, it's something I do every 3 to 4 months. I'm streaming more and more with every league. So there is that. And I'm trying to consolidate resources like on my website. Got those crafting videos out. I'm going to do one on the boots probably by tomorrow. By tomorrow night, I'll have a video out for crafting the boots. And so just steadily growing up the resources. Meta's killed my favorite build. OG Stormbrand. The boss, so he jumped over here and hid. Dude, imagine what this build is going to be like in 2 or 3 days when I can farm Breach with the Headhunter on it. It's going to be so good, dude. It's going to be fucking insane. I might swap over to the Breach tree at the end of the night. That way if my stream crashes, it's whatever. Just to kind of see what this looks like with the Headhunter, because I have a feeling it's going to be nutty. And I'm here for it. Yeah, I went Headhunter right now, just because I had the money for the Headhunter and I would have had to save up another like 60 Divine for the Mage Blood. And I figured, you know what, it's going to be pretty fun to play like, it'll be pretty fun to play like Headhunter, right? Just have Breach end the stream. Yeah, that's pretty much where it's going to probably happen, guys. Like, we're gonna go do Breach and the game's going to be like, nope, we done. Did a harvest not spawn in this map? Did I actually get a harvest not to spawn anywhere? Am I crazy? I guess harvest didn't spawn. That's actually kind of wild. It should. This is... there should be a Sacred Grove. Am I blind? Well, it's not even that. I'm using an Astrolab. Astrolab gives you a guaranteed Sacred Grove. Oh, it's over here. Okay, I'm blind. I'm just blind. It is what it is. Well, the Astrolabe should guarantee. I just don't know how to look at my screen, you know? It'd be like that sometimes. Oh my gosh, dude. Less recovery rate of life and energy shield. I'm gonna add that to my Regex because it's doable doing this map with that mod, but it does make your leech feel like shit. It's not good. We want blue instead of purple. Blue instead of purple. Did I get double boss? That's crazy. Got double boss. What is even happening right now? Didn't they phase and go to their invulnerability phase? There we go. They'll phase when they're good and ready to phase, I guess, yeah. I guess you're not wrong. That's exactly what they did. I do have it. I could throw it in my hideout. I'm a long mapper. I'm not like super efficient, so it's one of those things I could probably improve by using the timer. I kind of just like keep it pretty chill when I'm mapping. Mesa is such a good loadout for this league mechanic. So you can just do a big circle. Does this guy always disable your movement speed skill when he does his little green pool of death ability? Just a phase dad? Yeah. Let's go do Mirage. Double harvest. Ooh, the reduction to resistances is going to be kind of tragic, but we'll do it for the quantity. I could foresee this being not great. Oh, I hate that I get this one mod as Headhunter that just bricks my GC. Because it consumes all the corpses. That is a little unfortunate. Thanks, Vian, for the follow. So does he always disable your movement skill when he does this? Is that like just part of his little thing? I'm assuming that's what happens there as a little gimmick. You gotta run out of it. If you're gonna use coins on Tumult, you want to use the coin of power. You're hoping to get Fortify. The next best thing you can get is Endurance Charge on melee stun is pretty good. It can't brick the skill. What it will do is it will just apply a random level 1 imbue to the... You could get a really crappy one that has effectively, I guess, bricks it because you don't want to pay the mana cost for a really bad support on it. But it won't actually like brick the gem, as far as I've seen. You could just put a really bad imbued support on there. Sold 2 more Cyclones with Fortified today for 30 Divine each. Was horrible. I got a new one. I could YOLO some coins of power on some gems. I think I have another round of Cyclones we could try out. Oh, we got 2 big boys. Double the slams. Yep. Oh, they both phase. Okay. Got excommunicate. Nice. Alright. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Yeah, so I should have some 2020 Cyclone gems. These are all, yeah, but I have these right here. And I also should have another set of 20 here. We'd have to GCP them, but we can see what happens. 58 for a divine, basically. And how much is a divine giving me? 75. That's a much better ratio.
I should raise my
Alright, we'll try our luck on these right here. Let's see what we get. Coin of power. $95 chaos for a coin of power? What the hell happened to the market? Is that for real? Oh my gosh. Seriously? Dude, they spiraled in price. I'm not using Cyclone of Tumult right now. I'm using regular Cyclone. Dude, they spiraled in price, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to do red Mirages when they pop up, and I haven't seen a coin drop in a minute. That's actually bananas.
all in order. I'll let you know. I'll put the word out.
Oh! We got it on the first one, guys. Look at that. It's that easy. It's that easy. And I got an excommunicate. Always lucky. That's pretty good, guys. I might just actually sell that because I'm kind of happy with my setup right now. I don't mind using the Fortify support. I know it'd be like more damage to swap off of it, but that's 36 divine right there, buddy. I'm selling that, dude. That's crazy. That's too good of money right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and just put that at 37 divine. Actually, I'll do 36. That is bananas, guys. That's bananas. The game is literally just that easy, you know? $36 more attempts? Yeah. That's how that works, right? Literally that easy. I can't imagine that's selling for anything, yeah. But excommunicate is, people have been using this for stuff. I'll try selling this for like 120, I guess. Do like 120. Got damage on full life. Yeah, I mean, I'm using endurance charge on melee stun, and this gem right here is probably going for a decent amount. This is the second best outcome you can get with a coin of power. Like, if you can't hit Fortify, this is actually the next best thing you can use, damage-wise. It sims really well. It's actually kind of crazy. People are... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rage isn't too bad. Rage is not too bad. Alright, let's do another map. It's that easy, guys. It's just that easy to hit Fortify. I don't know why people have issues. It's just skyrocketing. Yeah, I mean the thing is the economy is ramping, right? So everything's just gonna get more and more expensive. I would suspect like coins of power are probably gonna be like several divine by this weekend. Give it another 3 or 4 days, they're probably gonna be at least 2-3 divine a pop. They're ramping like that. Yeah, you can use the MTX on Void Shockwave, so that's a thing. The teleport on Headhunter, like, almost whipped me. Actually, I think it did whip me into the boss, and luckily I blocked his slam. It's so dumb. Finally, someone streaming Cyclone. Yeah, dude. Cyclone for life. Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of harvest farm. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, all I do is stream Cyclone when I play PoE, for the most part. Occasionally, I stream other things. I do play other builds occasionally. Occasionally. Getting all the altars doesn't seem too worth the hassle. Yeah, occasionally I get the quantity, sometimes I don't. It's kind of like hit or miss. Cyclone is insane this league, much better than last league in Pharisha. Yeah, Pharisha was weird. I had a pretty nice Cyclone build I threw together, and I streamed it and did some updates on YouTube. But it wasn't, in my opinion, as good as Slayer. Slayer is just like the King Dilla King. Oh, did I do Lava Lake? Yikes. Yikes. I meant to hit Mesa. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Okay. I guess we're doing this map. I got distracted. Wasn't thinking. Oh, the Impale scaling with the graphs was like crazy. Thanks, Bright, for the follow. Yeah, Impale scaling was crazy. Alright, Mirage isn't near Harvest, so I'm just going to kill the boss to complete the Astrolab, and then we'll do Mirage. Surfcaster is so much fun. Pretty sure with all the cast speed. Yeah, Surfcaster is pretty OP. I did a Paladin for my Cyclone build, and it was pretty good. I had a lot of fun with it, streamed it. Had some pretty damn good damage. We did like some Perseverance scaling on it. I haven't scryed anything to Mesa yet. I probably should. Like Mage Blood card or something. Yeah, we didn't really lock in the Strangle Grasp and the mark on the guaranteed Frenzy Mark generation until after the league, which was a little unfortunate, but yeah, I figure is defiled where the card drops. I'd have to run a bunch of defileds though, which I don't really want to do. But I guess it's probably worth it in the long run, 'cause I'm pretty much gonna do every farming strat on Mesa. I think I love Mesa, such a good map. Interesting. Oh, because I have to... You know what? That's fair. I don't have to complete... I don't have to complete the map boss to push my Astrolab. I just have to actually do Harvest. I didn't realize that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I should scry something onto it. Well, here's the thing. I'm resetting my Atlas in a second when I finish this Astrolab, so I could just go run... I know you like that, Chris, but just the thought of running lava chambers sounds atrocious to me. Sounds like actually terrible. But the card is a pretty consistent. Yeah, you say that. You say that. Alright, hold on. What mods are this on Lava Lake? 100 and... Oh, that's Scarab. 12% increased quantity of life force. It's fairly linear. Yeah, it's just doors, man. I hate doors in this game. I seriously hate doors. It's like actually seeing Scry drops for once. Yeah, that is fair. Like actually seeing the card you want drop. Basically nothing I do costs mana. Well, that's not true. My Desecrate costs mana, but my Cyclone is 0 mana costs. My Leap Slam is 0 mana costs. My Desecrate costs mana, but it costs very little when I need to use it. That's essentially how I sustain mana. I don't really have to spend any. Yeah, but that's like really the only thing I'm using, right? And I have more mana. I have like double the mana than the cost of GC, so. Desecrate you only have to put down at the beginning of a boss fight, like what I'm doing right here. I'm using Life Tap on my, so I have Life Tap on my Assassin's Mark. I have Life Tap on my Guard skill and Leap Slam. And then we have Desecrate is the only thing I use manually that costs mana. But it's like a quarter of my mana. Cyclone's at 0 mana. And it's at 0 mana because we crafted our chest that has socketed skills, have 20 to total mana cost, so we use our Cyclone in there and it costs no mana. Alright, that should be... We got one more map to run on the Astrolab. Do this. Check this beast out. What's up, PK? My gosh. %179% fractured base. And you hit the T1 Fizz hybrid. Nice. Yeah, the chance to deal double damage while focused is pretty good. Crit multi is good. Yeah. It's a beast of a weapon. What is the new Val Orb? Am I sleeping on that? It's the new Val Orb. I'm gonna swap servers real quick and see if this is my ISP or if I'm having some weirdness on the California server. I'm gonna go over to Texas. They're really pushing the Viagra on the website. Yeah, can roll a higher movement speed on Stampede. Oh, is that what people are doing? How they're getting that really high movement speed base? Gotcha. Looks like it might be my ISP. Alright, let's go ahead and run another map. Lava Lake, go. So we don't actually have to do the boss, which is nice. It might have been the other server. I don't know. Nope, it's my ISP, I think. I have family on the internet right now, so I think they're just... things are getting tanked a bit. The orbs are super cheap though, the boots aren't. Yeah. So this is Cornucopia, no harvest bosses? No, this is harvest bosses. Yeah, I just did like, what, 2 or 3 of them in the last map we just did? It modifies the movement speed. Yeah, Chris, someone just linked me a pair of boots that had like 185% base movement speed instead of the 150. That's pretty crazy because that basically, it's a nice buff. It's not insane, but it does like make that probably the new best in slot, right, for the bossing iteration of the build, for sure. Well, yeah, you don't want to zoom. Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying that's... I would say I agree with you. I'm just saying there's a subset of players that don't, and they want the zoom. So, that's why I'm doing this, to show people a faster version of the build, especially once we get the Mage Blood online. But I think ultimately, I've always been personally fine with the movement speed of Stampede. I think it's adequate. But I think the majority of PoE players, I think that's another reason why Cyclone has a negative connotation to it, is because, ooh, I'm gonna get hit with this, I think, is because most people that play PoE 1 at the end game want to move really fast, and you don't move fast with Stampede, not by PoE 1 standards. So I think some of the stigma with Cyclone is also like, oh, I'm gonna be super slow if I play Cyclone. That's a general viewpoint that the PoE 1 community has. And I'm kind of like you. I think the movement speed on Stampede is fine, but I do feel like in a mapping league, I can see the real value in running like Headhunter and just going a little bit faster, because then it's just like crazy buffs and, you know, it's just fun. Like playing with Headhunter is fun. Yeah, I think if you're gonna map, you go either Headhunter or Mageblood, and then if you want to boss, Rise Lothos is better damage than running a Mageblood, because our damage scaling gets so wide that Rise Lothos really amplifies that, especially when we work volatility in. I'm kind of like leaning more towards Headhunter for mapping. It's just a lot of fun. Bro, what is that juice? It's a lot of juice. Yeah, Rise Lotha is pretty crazy. Alright, let's go do our Mirage. 2 additional modifiers. Let's go ahead and YOLO it. I should have done the red for coin of power. I forgot, I need to be doing red for coin of power. It is what it is. I'm using Endurance Charge on Melee Stun. I actually just on stream about 30 minutes ago hit the Fortify on my Cyclone gem, but they're selling for so much money. I'm going to just try to sell it right now and make a ton of Divine off of it, because I feel like I have more than enough damage for what I'm doing right now. I don't mind running the actual Fortify support on my Link setup. Not when I can sell the gem for almost 40 Divine. It's ridiculous. So I guess the Mirage, it gives you double bosses on Harvest is kind of like its thing. Pretty cool. There's that many people playing Cyclone and selling that high. There's a lot of people that use Cyclone for cast on crit builds, and having Fortify on Cyclone just gives them fortification. So everyone that's playing like a cast on crit using Cyclone to trigger something, it actually makes them more defensive. So it's really good for that too. Do I have Harvest on tree? It has chance to double too. What do you mean, like on the skill tree? There's chance for crops not to wilt. Most of the other stuff is just duping Harvest. Spawn additional monster. Can this spawn an additional boss from Bountiful? That's the only thing I could see that would do that. The Bountiful? I didn't know Bountiful could spawn double boss. Oh, okay, so it's coming from that. I was trying to figure out like what unique thing is Mirage doing for Harvest, because they said Mirage can like alter the mechanic. Oh, the Astrolab is like amazing, yeah. Or the Astrolab, it's amazing, yeah, 100%. The Astrolabs are so good this league. It's such a good. It's like running Scarabs, like the old school, or I'm sorry, not Scarabs. What was it called? Sextants. But they're so much better than Sextants. Like, so much better than Sextants. My guy is just spazzing right now. Soul Eater? Rip, dude. Bro, this guy is just ramping. Bro, what is even happening right now? Oh, dude. Crystallized Rancor. Okay. Yeah, if you look up my profile name, you can get, you can load my account in POB and then find my character for the league. And then import it. Maybe if I collect it, maybe if I collect enough souls, then it's Soul Eater versus Soul Eater. Is that going to be the play? It's going to be Soul Eater versus Soul Eater. Soul Eater versus Soul Eater. Oh no, that's funny. I forgot. It doesn't transfer your buffs from the regular map to the Mirage. Rip. Alright. Yeah, this guy is just cracked right now. It's kind of ridiculous. He's gonna give me like 200 life force too, you know? Like the juice is not gonna be worth the squeeze on this. But I want to finish this harvest because, well, I finished my Astrolab. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass on that. It's just too ridiculous. Just gonna do memory vault. Alright. Orb of fusing? Yikes. $27 chaos, I guess, is something. It's almost the cost of a harvest Astrolab. Alright, what's my money situation look like right now? How are we doing? So we have about 7 divine and juice from doing those maps. It's not bad. 7 divine and juice. It's not that bad at all. $110.40 per pack. I was running 8 modded, but I'm gonna be honest, PK, I didn't actually look at the implicits when I rolled my own maps. But I'm gonna buy some and see if I can't lock that down. Map filters, pack size 40, and what's the? Is there a way to search for quantity? Right here, quantity. Yeah. It's at 110. And then we want corrupted. Is there a way to specify 8 mods, or is it just going to be modifiers? Modifiers. Map tier 16. Well, there's one right there. The only sad thing about this is I have to actually look at all the mods on these at the bottom. Where is... I'm trying to find modifiers. Modifiers. 8. There we go. Yeah, okay. Now I just have to like spot check these and make sure that they don't have shitty things that I don't want to run. Is there a way to search like not want it? How do I use the filter to... Can I import... I can't put a regex here, right? That's not going to work. The actual mod dropdown. Like, let's say, for instance, I don't want leech. Monsters not be leeched. How do I specify that as a not? Change the stat group to not. Pen icon? Oh shit, I did not know that's a thing. How do I, add plus stat group? Upper right corner of the mods. The last drop down on the bottom. Oh, I see what you're saying, Chris. That's funny. Yeah, let me temporarily move the camera. So... how do I add a new stat group? Oh, right here. I see. Got it. Not. Boom. Thanks. Okay. Easy. So minimum of 8 mods and then not. Easy. Thank you. Monsters cannot be leached from. Players cannot regenerate life mana. I also don't like the less recovery rate of life. Less recovery rates of life. These are really the 3 minimum mods is the wrong line. Oh yeah, thanks. Modifiers. Cool. Monsters can't be leached from, can't regen life. Has less life recovery rate. Really the only other one that's annoying is block. This is real Cyclone. It's not a cast on crit. Was it like monsters have chance to block? Okay. Oh, we don't want elemental reflects. Reflects elemental damage. We don't want that either. Okay. I think these are like the main ones that would cause problems, right? Can't regen life mana, less recovery rate of life. Block attack damage is kind of annoying. Reflect Ellie is annoying. Monsters can't be leached from. Also, physical damage reduction. Screw it. Let's make these super comfy. Okay. Add a stat group with and then we want what? More magic and rare monsters. Bastion Breaker isn't full immunity, right? It's only 50%. So I would prefer not to deal with it at all. Magic monsters. Increase magic monsters. Nice. And rare. Increased rare monsters. Alright. I think these are all good. Let's start getting some maps. Now we're juiced, baby. Now we're juiced. I mean, you would know doing the, I shouldn't do Shaper Guardian maps, right? Because, these aren't gonna work on Mesa. So we want just regular maps. Be like AK each? Wow, okay. It's just annoying. It's not players cannot block, but monsters have a chance to block your attacks. Just makes it a little bit more annoying to clear. You can play my build on SSF without no divines. I've done multiple streams of playing my character on SSF and doing 4 Void Stones and completing the Atlas. If you want to do what I'm doing right now, I have a lot of divines invested in the build. Probably about, what, it was like 15 for the staff, 10 for the chest. These boots cost me about 10 divine to craft today, but it could be YOLO RNG up to 30. I'd say 25 for that, plus 20 for this is 45. The belt's 100. Is 110. That's 155 divines right there. The belt's the largest cost. I mean, Headhunter is 110 divines. 110 to 120 depending on the market. But you don't need a Headhunter to do what I'm doing. I'm just doing it for the memes. It's fun. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, basically the build, you can play it with no money, you can play it as much money as you want. It's Cyclone's one of those skills that you can just keep pumping money into it, and it's just going to get better and better and better. To use Witchfire is the chest piece necessary because you already use Assassin's Mark, right? The chest piece isn't necessary, but until you have the chest, you're going to have to either run Stampede Boots with Whispers of Doom, or run Whispers of Doom on your amulet to get the second curse until you craft the chest.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Async trade is one of the, like, amazing things they've added to this game. It's so good. Thank you, GGG. You've gotten like 6 quant altars? Oh my gosh, dude. That's crazy. Alright.
Could do worse.
I wouldn't be playing if there was no async. It makes such a huge difference. Oh, dude. Bulk trade back in the day. Yikes, brother. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and remove these guys. And we'll go ahead and just stick these guys in here. And let's see what one of these guys... Oh, I need to get a Astrolab. Okay. Run that on Mesa. Cool. Alright, let's go do this thing. I probably should save my Scarabs until we get our first Astrolabe, right? Yeah, I'm killing the boss first and then doing the rest of the map for altars and then going into the harvest. Should I save my Scarabs until we actually get our first influence on this, or should I just go ahead and use the Scarabs right off the bat? Should I wait for the first enchant or just go straight in with Scarabs? Got it. Okay. We're sending it. Rush boss. Okay. Altars, baby. Oh, I gotta adjust my camera. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, guys. Professional streamer. That camera, man, not only is it crashing my computer, it's just causing issues whenever I have to swap my screens around to show different things. I don't think I've seen, okay, I was gonna say, I was like, I haven't seen a single eater altar. I guess 2 spawned here before I noticed it. I'm not doing heist on trade right now. I'm probably not going to do that as a farming strat. If I play SSF, I'll be doing heists. Really good on SSF, like insanely good on SSF. That's crazy. So I was asking this question earlier, PK. Is this guy, whenever he does his poison circle, does he just disable your movement skill and you just run out of it? Because that feels like he just does that every time. Yeah, like he does that poison circle before you phase him, and when he does that, every time I have mana, but my movement skill is disabled, and I think that's just like some part of the mechanic. Like they, it's like a run out or die kind of thing. Be good. Yeah, it happens sometimes. But like he does like this scary like I'm gonna fuck you up circle and your movement skill gets like disabled. Seem to help farm the yellows. Yeah, I'm using the poison run right now too. I still haven't actually gone and used divine vessels on anything. Finally created a 1050 Ezomite, only to find out that my character is too stupid to use it. Oh, the intelligence requirement? Yeah. That's funny. The vessels for Lunaris are cracked. Yeah, I'm using Lunaris right now. I should do all that stuff. I just haven't. I'm not doing crop rotation, I'm just doing cornucopia, 8 mod, harvest farm with Astrolab. It's pretty good.
Greeting.
5,000 yellow, 2,000 purple, 1,000 blue. So like 8k total. Something's off. This is the tree that I'm using right now. So it's basically, you know, harvest here, bountiful, heart of the grove, and then trying to go for yellow juice over excluding the purple and the blue. And then explicit modifiers. All the explicit modifier nodes. Eater for quantity. Synthesized ability so I can run the same thing over and over. Yeah. What's up, Fub? Welcome back, welcome back. It might have just been bad RNG on that one. Let's see, what do we get on Mesa? Harvested plants have 12% chance to spawn additional monster. Did you go for the best thing the Astrolab gives you? Like this right here, Jungle Valley? Probably, what, either Jungle Valley or... I feel like this is the best one right now. This is what you would want, right? Everything go to at least tier 3. Because it doesn't do altars on Jungle Valley for the boss, because the boss isn't technically spawned in yet. Your monster list has 8 lines on the plants. I don't know what you mean by that. You're saying I should be using Templar Astrolabes over Harvest Astrolabes? I might run Jungle Valley on this next one just to see. You gotta remember, on that first map I did though, PK, there was no lines. I hadn't triggered the Astrolabe yet. So I ran the map, but there was no enchanted implicits on it. You know, it was just running a map with the Scarab setup. I understand what you're saying. I'm saying that the Astrolabe hadn't done anything yet because there was no implicits yet on the map. So that map that I just ran, that map that I just ran did not have any, like the Astrolab had no effect on it for that first run. So that was just running the map with Scarabs, essentially. Now the Astrolab is affecting each map with an implicit. It wasn't like that on the last map, so yeah. Like, I understand what you're saying, like read cornucopia, but this interaction had no effect on the last map because there was no Astrolab influence implicits present when I ran it. Basically, when you do your Astrolab, the first map that you run doesn't count. You don't trigger these implicits that you see here, like harvested plants in your maps have 12% chance to spawn an additional monster. You don't start getting this until the first map you run with the Astrolab. So that last map was just RNG with juice. Like, that's... yeah. I'm not saying whether Templar is better or not. I'm saying that if you're looking at the last map and saying that's low juice, the Astrolab had no impact on that because there was no implicits applied yet to that map. You can't look at last map and say the Harvest Astrolab is bad because it was having no influence on the outcome of juice on that map. Now it does. I think this is safe because the only thing this is doing is making additional monsters spawn. So this isn't brick cornucopia at all. Like, how would this brick cornucopia? This is just making additional monsters spawn. This might have a bad interaction with it. But this would not have any... this just makes more shit spawn. This just makes more Scarabs drop. When you say monsterless, what do you mean monsterless? When you're talking about on the plants? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if Templar Astrolab does something different than this, you know? I'm not sure. In regards to the harvest strat. But last map was just running a map with Scarabs. Like... yeah, but... so... yes and no. See how I just entered this map? You're right and you're wrong, Fub. I entered this map, it took away a map from the pool, but it hasn't added any new implicits. See how all the implicits are the same? Nothing has been added to the maps. So I could re-enter maps, and the only way that I stack the implicits on here is by completing the harvest. If you read the first line, complete all harvest plots to successfully complete maps within the shaped region. So I can enter the maps over and over and I can diminish the pool, but in order to stack implicits on each map, I have to actually go into the map and clear the harvest. So you can do that to rush the vault, yes, but you don't actually like make the maps more juiced with the league mechanic unless you complete the objective. I should rush boss first. Gotcha. Yeah, the vault rushing. I am curious, and I don't think anyone has posted concrete like evidence of this. I am curious if by completing your objectives, you get better vault rewards. I don't know if that's true or not. You know what I mean? Yeah, the strat that I'm using for this is that guy that has posted like an insane amount of really good strats for the league. Ball Lock, I think is his name. Yeah. So he's saying to use he's saying to use the Scarab when you do this. So I'm assuming he tested this and found that like the interaction is good. I'm assuming. Oh, okay. I thought he had. But once again, right, and that could be maybe your Templar Astro, maybe your Templar Astrolab is having more of an effect. You got to also remember, I didn't have any quantity towers on the last map I ran. I had like no good quantity towers that generated. I had like 2 or 3 I clicked before I came in here, so I don't know if that has an impact too. I think that we're reading too much into the first map that had like just bad RNG. I think is what's happening right now. I'm currently using, I can't see it here, but I'm using like hordes. I have to show you when I get to back to my hideout. Like using doubling cornucopia, hordes, and I forget the other two. Now when I complete this plot, I'm going to trigger the Astrolab, and it's going to add implicits to all the zones. And we'll see what we get. So now if we look at it, Mesa has 20% chance to spawn an additional monster. Bog, like this one has now 80% increased chance for Harvest Scarabs, as well as 37% increased chance for Tier 3. I think this is good. Like I should be running Jungle Valley, because all this is doing is spawning some additional monsters. This one's actually giving me like at least Tier 3 as default. So the ones that don't roll as T4 from Cornucopia are going to all be Tier 3 or have a higher chance. I think the Astrolabe is 100% good. Like 100% good. And I probably should have ran Jungle Valley for this map, to be completely honest. Like, I think not running Jungle Valley for this was the mistake. Sure. Well, I'm going to run Jungle Valley for the next map, but, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the league mechanic's really good, and I mean it's all new for everyone, right? So like Astrolabes are new, the league mechanic is new. That's 2 divine orbs from one map. That's pretty good. All right, there's a quantity altar, and no quantity on that. More quantity here. Okay. It was almost 1400 from a boss. Okay, we're gonna go with yellow juice. Well, we'll try Jungle Valley out and see with the Scarab on the next one, right? We'll see how it goes. Brother. So that was 4K blue, 5K yellow, 2K purple. So better than the first map. Let's see what happens when I run Jungle Valley. When do I think Cyclone will come to PoE 2? I don't know, dude. I don't think they ever want Cyclone to be in PoE 2, to be completely honest. I have no faith. For some reason, they don't want any one-button ability in that game. Alright. Let's run Jungle Valley and see what this looks like with a map. Yeah, I don't think they want Cyclone in PoE 2. I don't know why, but that's the impression I get. It's just Righteous Fire with extra steps. It does significantly more damage than Righteous Fire. So if you want to play Righteous Fire is way better for leveling and early map progression because it's Righteous Fire. Righteous Fire will never have this kind of damage, my friend. So take with that as you will. Take with that as you will. Yeah, my worry is they added to PoE 2, but it's going to be like, hey, you have to burn 3 power charges to get 1 second of a Cyclone spin, and then you have to generate another 3 power charges to be able to, you know... Yeah, RF is just not a bossing... RF is not a bossing build. RF is not a build that scales into the endgame very well. It's a league starter / comfy T16 farm build, but like, yeah. Good luck with that, my dude. Good luck with that, my dude. Void Shock much better than the normal Shockwave? Yeah. Yeah, if you don't kill the boss, the boss doesn't spawn on Jungle Valley, right? Until you actually go in there. So all the altars are non-boss until you actually do him. So it means we should get more quant from the altars, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we get here. We have a lot of... Alright, that was kind of mid. That wasn't that good. What do we have over here? Boss. Yeah, RF is way more defensive. Maybe the Templar Astrolab is just better. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Pack size, baby, let's go. blue for chaos is 19% more value. Interesting. That was like 6k yellow, 5k blue, 1500 purple. Now Jungle Valley has 58% chance for tier 3 plants. Harvest season area are at least tier 2. Tier 2 harvest season area have a 30% chance to be upgraded. 6% increased pack size. I think this is better. All tier 2, chance to be tier 3, more pack size. Yeah. See what that look works out to. The fuck is that guy? So what is this? Where it has like no modifiers? Is that just an insane amount of monsters? Yeah. My internet's been a little weird tonight. The delay in the spawn. Oh, Soul Eater teleport. It's like Flicker Strike. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? How much do those sell for? 6 chaos? Yeah. Thanks, Thor, for the follow. So 7k, 10k, 7k. Yeah, so that was 8k yellow, 10k blue, 7k purple. Did I miss a patch? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, one of the notables from the SCO tree. Working in my favor. So it kills me. Huh. Yeah, my internet is like, I don't know what is going on right now. I mean, I know what's going on right now. It's my family, but... Yikes. Oh, I went to the wrong harvest. We want Mirage. $13K blue, 7 and 8s.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Not bad.
I'll put the word all in order. I'll let you know.
He did indeed consume something. You're not wrong. You want to avoid leech, as well as players can't regen life or mana. Those are the two main ones. There's other annoying mods, but those are the two that are really don't feel good. Yeah, the POV is current Thor. Ten doublings and 8 cornucopias? Damn. That's crazy. How much divine for the POB? It depends on which loadout in the POB you're looking at. There's multiple loadouts that will have different price points. Yeah. Oh, I did not do Mirage. Yeah. Void did start going down in price.
Make your wish.
You lost T1 Fizz to Recom? Yeah, it'd be like that. I lost a lot of T1 Fizz hybrids when I was crafting my staff the other day. Thanks, Warcry, for the follow. So this thing right here, you can see it disables my movement skill, even though I have mana. Very weird. I think that's just part of that mechanic if that triggers. He hates me, I keep bringing gifts to him, but it's never enough. Yeah, it's like that. Hey, Divine Orb. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Pretty good. I'm enjoying the harvest strategy actually quite a bit. I think I'm going to just be farming harvests. Once I get my new computer set up, maybe Friday, dual stream setup, we'll go back to doing some breach, because I think that's ultimately the most juice that we're going to, most money we're going to make here. But the harvest strat's pretty good. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to join the Discord. Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow night, Friday night, same time, and then we'll see where it goes. But yeah, catch you all later. See ya.